Guys, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of We Know Football. My name is Billy,
No, I'm Tyler.
and we've got 3 weeks in the book now. Some really shocking games, some bounce back performances from a lot of guys that we were worried about, but overall, it was a pretty good week.
Yeah, there's some pretty shitty games though.
Yeah, some games like the Chargers game, I couldn't believe that shit.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I don't Herbert probably shouldn't have been playing. But then the Sunday night game sucked, the Monday night game sucked. There's a lot of stinkers. But you're gonna have that.
Super unfortunate for Sterling Shepard. Hoping he has a fast recovery because he is a good player. He's just dealt with injuries his whole career.
Yeah, he's gotten hurt pretty much every year.
Yeah, it sucks
He's
too
been around for a
because
while.
yeah, honestly, if he had a better quarterback, his career could have looked a lot different so far.
Yeah.
How'd you fare this week in fantasy?
I went 1-3 again. Not good.
Damn, 3-1.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, good deal, man.
so I'm 2-1 in 2 leagues, and I'm 1-2 in 2 leagues.
Huh.
Not bad. And the thing about our league, our main league, is my team hasn't even hit their full potential.
Yeah.
Like Debo hasn't had a game over 13 points. Derrick Henry just had his first 20-point game. Actually, he had his first game over like 10.
Yeah, he wasn't doing shit.
Deontay Johnson hasn't caught a touchdown, but he's getting like 12 targets a game. So that's going to come. Leonard Fournette hasn't had a game over like, I don't know. He hasn't even scored a touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you'd get one this week, but
Me too.
mm, no.
DK had a good week. I just got Kittle back. He had a shit game, but I won, so I don't care.
Yeah, no, you'll be all right. Some of my teams are dealing with injuries. Like DeAndre Swift got hurt. Uh, Monar St. Brown got hurt, didn't he?
Yeah,
I
he
don't know if
tweaked his
he's
ankle during the game.
is he missing time?
I don't think so.
Oh, but yeah, no, the biggest one is DeAndre Swift. The league I have him in is the league that my RB2 is Zeke. So like I was already worried about him, and now I lose DeAndre Swift. Kind of sucks, but I got Damian Pierce. He had a good game.
He did. He did have a good game. Justin Jefferson had an off week again.
2 weeks in a row, got locked up. Jeff Okuda.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it. I personally don't have any shares of him in fantasy, but just as a Vikings fan, and if I had any shares of him, I wouldn't be worried either.
Yeah, no, he'll be all right.
Adams
Lion?
hasn't been doing anything really either.
No, I mean, shit. That's a team that man they look like shit.
0-3.
Only 0-3 team in the league.
Are they?
Yeah,
Damn.
only team that hasn't won. They look like shit. But the Lions, man, they look really good. Just Jared Goff threw the game away at the end. I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah, I was happy about that.
I bet you were. That was a close game.
All right, well, let's get into it. We'll start with that game.
All right,
From a fantasy standpoint, Cook was having a really good game. Hurt his shoulder, ran
that's
into his
who it
own
is.
player.
That's who it is. That injury problem. I knew it was somebody. Anyway,
Yeah, he told Kevin O'Connell, he's like, I'll be back next week.
no, okay.
So, he was having, excuse me, he was having a great game, and then he got hurt. But when you have a guy like Madison in the backfield, obviously the coach is gonna be like, hey, sit the rest of this one out. But St. Brown, just a very okay performance, good performance, but just decent. Cook had a good game, then he got hurt. Justin Jefferson, not a good game. Wouldn't worry about it. Swift was not having a good game. Jamal Williams, really good game. But yeah, the Lions were basically in control of this game from the beginning. We were down 14 zip to them. And then we were down 24-14, and we won 28-24. So I mean, a lot of fantasy, big fantasy guys in this game, but I'd say the only ones that really had good games were Cook and Jamal Williams.
Yeah. I mean, the Lions really choked that game away. I mean, they probably should have won. But the Swift thing, man, it's obviously he got hurt, but it's fucking killing me, man. When they get down to the goal line and they just hand it off to Jamal Williams, I'm gonna keep complaining about that all season. But man, if you have Jamal Williams right now, you're on top of the fucking world. Because Swift's supposed to miss a couple games, and man, Jamal Williams, that's gonna be like a fucking league winner for a couple weeks.
Yeah, depending on how many weeks Swift is out.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he's not out, I mean, Williams is still getting the goal line work. It's a solid flex play or RB2 in a pinch.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could pretty much start him. Yeah. I don't know. Just the Vikings, man, they're such a better team than like what they're showing.
I know.
And the Lions, I mean, the Lions look pretty good, but it just comes down to what we've been saying. Jared Goff, like, isn't the guy. Jared Goff is fine for now. They're getting the team going and shit, but they're gonna have to find somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely shown me he's better than I thought he was,
Yeah, I agree with that.
and I think they can win with him. I don't know how far they can win with him, but I mean, he's a solid fantasy streamer right now, I'd say.
He is. Yeah.
I've been trying to make some moves for a quarterback in our league, in my league, and if not, I'm just gonna have to roll with him for now.
Yeah, I wish I would have went with him over Wentz. The Wentz deal fucked me in pre. That's why I lost in two of the leagues because I had Wentz starting.
Yeah,
Played like shit.
I would have stayed away from that because he was playing Philly.
Yeah, I just thought I don't know. That's what I get for believing in Carson Wentz. I thought revenge game. He's gonna come out firing.
I hear you.
Yeah, no, didn't play out.
Anything else you want to add about the Lions Vikings game?
No, that's all. I mean, Thielen, he finally got a touchdown.
Yeah, he had a decent game.
He's, I mean, he's still not a fantasy starter by any means, but yeah, Jefferson, he'll be all right.
And Tyler and I both picked the Vikings to win this game.
Yes, we did.
This is anybody's first episode. We're keeping track of our picks and whatnot. Giants Cowboys.
What a snoozer. Man, I was falling asleep watching that game. But it's Cooper Rush versus Daniel Jones. I mean, what the fuck can you expect?
Saquon had a good game fantasy wise.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb, finally a good game. I have him in one league, so I was happy about that.
One-handed catch.
Yep. I
Pretty
went
cool.
in I went into the night. I had Zeke, who also had a decent fantasy game.
Finally scored a touchdown.
I had Zeke and I had Lamb. I needed 10 points to win.
Oh, there
So
you go.
the fact that I had that pretty much by halftime, stoked about that.
Yeah.
And it was in a league I was 0-2, so I really needed that win. I Pollard, I don't think he really did anything.
He had a couple of big plays, but I mean, he didn't score a touchdown, so it doesn't look as good. Just
Right?
I I mean, I guess I get it because I mean Tony Pollard is talented, but just the split that Pollard basically is like the starter at this point. I feel like
I
it.
think they'd be better if he was, like, on paper.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't get it. They paid Zeke all that money, like they pretty much have to just beat the shit out of him.
Right.
But I don't know. There was one stat on the broadcast last night though that they said that the Cowboys 71% of their players are players that they drafted. And they're like kind of making a big deal out of it. And I don't really understand why. Because, okay, 71% of the players on your team you drafted yourselves, but you guys haven't won anything in 25 years. So,
Right.
I mean, that really doesn't fucking mean anything. It basically means that you suck at drafting, but I don't know.
Yeah, kind of like just one of those useless stats that they want to
Yeah,
talk about.
just an ESPN stat,
Right.
but
But
terrible
yeah, other
game.
oh god.
Just a terrible game.
Yeah, I mean, I
Just
think
boring.
the Cowboys are a better team.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush, he's not that bad till Dak's back. But yeah, no really fantasy relevant players here. Just Saquon, Lamb. I mean, if you had Sterling Shepard, there's a chance that he would have got you some points if he stayed healthy, but obviously he's out for the year. And obviously the two running backs for Dallas, Zeke and Pollard. Zeke, if you have Zeke, I'm sure you're happy with that.
Yeah.
And before we go on to the next game, just wanted to give a shout out, Lake Nick. Thanks for joining the chat again. What's going on, buddy? Okay, 49ers Broncos.
Another terrible game. Basically the only highlight from the whole game was Jimmy Garoppolo walking out of the back of the end zone like Dan Orlovsky, and just the Broncos offense still hasn't getting off. It's not getting off the ground. I mean, I just don't get it. You pay this guy $235 million, and he's not doing anything. I don't know if it's a play calling or him or whatever. They got the talent on the fucking team. I mean, they got talent like crazy, and they're still finding ways to win games. But god damn, man, you gotta score some damn touchdowns.
Panic button.
I mean, you gotta feel like they're gonna get it going eventually. But I don't know. I said that week one, I said it week two, and now I say it week three. So when do I hit the panic button? I don't know. I mean, Cortland Sutton is still pretty fucking good.
Yeah, he's balling.
He's getting a lot of targets and shit. Javonte Williams has been a total dud. Just
And like
terrible.
it's hard for me to like see that going forward. Like he's gotta step it up, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like that's, but I mean, are we just going to keep on saying this for the rest of the season that, oh, the Broncos are going to figure it out? It's Russell Wilson. Like, oh, they're going to, they're going to get it. I mean, at what point are we going to fall off of that?
Week 6. I think if the next two games they don't have one of those just crazy Russell Wilson just fucking shreds at games, I think this is just an average team.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking crazy, man. They're so talented on paper. I just don't get it.
I
Then, I
know.
mean, looking at the Niners, I don't know what happened to them either. I mean, it's almost like Jimmy Garoppolo is just saying, "Man, fuck you guys."
Right.
Like they didn't do anything.
I don't know. Debo 12.9 points, something like that. I don't know the points for the other guys off the top of my head, but I know it was nothing crazy.
Nope.
I mean, there was definitely some fantasy relevant guys here in this game, but nothing over over the top to talk about. Kittle didn't do shit. I mean, he had six or so points.
Big deal.
Just a really boring ass game. 11-10.
Yeah, I didn't even really watch it. Ayuk scored a touchdown, and Melvin Gordon scored the other touchdown.
Are we hitting after each game? Are we hitting the panic button on anybody here?
In this
Any of these
game,
players? Any of these players?
not yet. I mean, just that game sucked.
Right. Yeah. I mean, better days are to come for the guys on these teams, fantasy wise, until proven otherwise, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, a couple more weeks. I mean, Debo's another one. You got to think he's going to turn it around and start being Debo again.
Right. We'll see. Rams Cardinals.
Well, another game that, I mean, really wasn't much. Marquise Brown had a really good game, and I thought he was going to have good games the first 2 weeks, and I started him. And then I said, well, this guy is obviously not going to do anything. So I benched him in every league, for that week, for this week, and he goes off for 30 points. But I mean, the Cardinals still kind of look like shit.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray was playing the MW2 beta all weekend, and they fucking lost. I mean, there ain't much to it. Cooper Kupp finally showed that he was like a human being. He dropped that touchdown pass. And, I mean, Allen Robinson didn't do anything, did he?
No.
It's still just the Cooper Kupp show.
And he only had like 15 points.
Oh, Cooper Kupp?
Yeah. Let
Yeah,
me get an exact stat on that.
yeah. I know Henderson didn't do anything. I think Akers had a touchdown. I don't know what
He
his
did.
points were. So maybe that's finally swinging like the way that it should be. Akers is the fucking guy. But yeah, well, Akers only had 9, but I mean he had a touchdown. But basically, I mean, pretty much other than Marquise Brown, there was like
16.4 for Cooper Cup.
yeah, I mean that's an off game. That's funny. That comes the week after we just talked about how he's the most consistent. He's going to get you 20 points every week, and he puts up 16.
Yeah, I'd be happy with 16 though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if that's going to be his off game, then yeah.
Right. That's his off game we're talking about.
Yeah, and if he catches that touchdown, we're talking 22 points.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, I mean nothing. Marquise Brown, like you said, good game. James Conner, not a good game. I think better days are to come for him as well. They just got to get down to the goal line. Cooper Cup, obviously off game, but a good game. Rams running backs. I don't even want any part of that backfield really.
no.
Anybody you're hitting the panic button on?
I mean, not really. No. No, I mean, James Conner, if I had James Conner, I'd be worried. I mean, he hasn't done anything. He hasn't shown anything.
I think at the end of each game, I'm gonna ask this question, but I don't think I'm gonna say yes for any of them,
Yeah.
just because it is too early.
Yeah, it's pretty early.
Week
But
5 is kind of like the sweet spot where you're like, all right, like this guy, I've started him every single week. He's got to sit the bench this week.
yeah,
You know, man, talk about another shitter game. Packers Bucks.
really boring. This is not what the NFL thought when they scheduled this game.
No,
I mean, Brady had no weapons. Did anybody do anything fantasy wise? I mean, did Aaron Jones have a good game? I know AJ Dillon did nothing. Romeo
dude.
Dobbs had a good game.
Yeah, he did. Dude, fucking AJ Dillon is not doing what I thought he was going to.
Yeah, you hit the panic button on him.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
There's 2 guys in this game that I could hit the panic button on.
Tom Brady
Tom
and AJ
Brady
Dillon.
and AJ Dillon.
Yeah,
I'm still not there for either of them. Because, I mean, if, when Evans and Godwin come back, like, with all those weapons, like, a toddler could throw to them. So,
yeah.
it's, you know what I mean?
Julio didn't play, but they said he could have played. But the coaches said, we're gonna leave it one more week. And I mean, the Packers pretty much had control the whole game, but the Bucks still were in it at the end, where they had a chance. Kind of blew it on that 2-point conversion. They would
Yep.
have walked in if it wasn't for the delay game. But I mean, I personally, it's looking like Brady's washed. Like this should be his last season.
I mean, he could turn it around. I mean, we're just going to have to see. But
Yeah.
it's starting to look that way. And by the way, 5.7 points for Aaron Jones.
Mm. Yeah. So Romeo Dobbs was the only one that did anything, and he
Yep.
wasn't in anybody's lineup. No.
He's probably rostered in like 18% of leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Lazard
not.
had a touchdown.
Yeah, he did. I'm not hitting the panic button on anybody, but if there's 2 that we're going to be talking about, in the future here, it's going to be Brady, AJ Dillon.
Yeah.
And I was rooting for the Bucks that game too. So that sucked.
Oh yeah. Well, Vikings fan, yeah.
Falcons Seahawks. What'd you see there?
Really didn't I didn't really watch that game, honestly. It was on Red Zone, but it was pretty high scoring. Cordell Patterson had a really good game. I know that. Drake London had a good game. They threw it to Kyle Pitts this week. He had a pretty good game.
About 13 points. That made some
Yeah,
fantasy managers happy.
getting there. DK had a good game. What he put up?
About 16.
He
He had a
finally did
touchdown.
something. Just, I just didn't pay attention to that game at all. So I can't. Geno Smith looked like shit. I know that. He threw an interception at the end of the game.
Yeah, not a great game. I mean, a decent game, I guess, but fantasy wise, DK owners are happy. This guy is too talented. He's too paid to not get the ball. You gotta hang it tight. He honestly, like, he might not be a start every week. I'm battling on starting him this week, even though it's a favorable matchup. I might have to, but he's playing Detroit, and Jefferson just had an off week, so that could give me more fuel to not start him.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett. I mean, nobody really had a great game. Just the Atlanta side and DK, pretty much.
As far as like people pressing the panic button in this game, Rashad Penny. I thought Rashad Penny would have done something. Or somebody in that backfield. Neither one of them has done anything. I'm pretty sure I have a waiver claim in, and Penny's getting dropped in one of my leagues if like I pick up the guy I want. Just hasn't done anything, man. He hasn't shown it,
Yeah.
and I really didn't expect that.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're safe at. I think that's a safe call. I don't think it's gonna bite you in the ass at all. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be a week he's gonna have like 22, and you're gonna be like, damn. But guess what? That's only gonna be that week.
Yeah, this dude hasn't gone over 10 points in 3 games. So
Right. Man. Anybody who listens to this podcast, remember last week when I almost took Jacksonville?
yep.
I'm going with my gut from now on. I don't care what the odds look like. 38-10. Jacksonville won.
Whoop their ass, man.
Fuck. Is this Jags team real?
I mean, I don't know if I'd say that they're real. Can they win the division?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think they can. I mean, the Colts finally showed something beating the Chiefs. That was a fucking miracle. But they got a good coach, man. And you had to have seen the stat about Trevor Lawrence compared to Peyton Manning, that whole deal.
I didn't actually.
So Peyton Manning sucked his rookie year. He started 0-9 on the road. And he finally got his first road win week 3 against the Chargers. Trevor Lawrence sucked his rookie year. Started his career 0-9 on the road. Gets his first road win week 3 against the Chargers. So now everybody, oh, fuck. Trevor Lawrence, he's the next Peyton Manning. Which, I mean, let's be honest. Like, Trevor Lawrence was the number 1 pick in the draft, and they knew he was going to be the number 1 pick in the draft for 3 years. The dude lost 2 games in his whole college career. Obviously, the guy's pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, he really was, like, for years they were saying this is going to be the number one pick when he enters the draft.
it shouldn't be a surprise. That team last year sucked. It was poorly coached. All the fucking drama around Urban Meyer. And this year, they bring in guys. Granted, they're not, I mean, they didn't bring in the best, but Christian Kirk is fucking balling, man. If you took Christian Kirk, he went late as fuck.
Yeah. I got one share of him.
I think I got, I think I got one too. But
Shit, man. Team looks good. I'm not going to lie. And
Yeah,
fucking James Robinson, he's a
stud.
fucking bucket.
He was going in the 15th round. Someone to press the panic button on? Travis Etienne. Oh God, I feel sorry for you if you drafted him. It's
Do
bad. I
you
don't
do you
think he's
have any
coming
shares
back
of
from
him?
that. I do not.
Me
Thank
either.
God. I
Yeah,
wanted him. I'm
me
so
too.
happy.
I wanted him
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, James Robinson is the man. Sorry.
I think
But
there is still room in the offense for ETN,
yeah.
but James Robinson's the guy.
I mean, James Robinson is the lead back.
And you know what?
ETN is gonna
Fuck the
be like,
Jags. Fuck the Jags for drafting ETN too, because James Robinson, he has been good
oh
ever
yeah.
since he's on that team. Ever since he came
Yeah.
in the league, he was good. And then they just draft ETN. Like, why?
Yeah, and then like the whole offseason, they're like, ETN, he's the guy. Like, fuck James Robinson. And he comes out and just outplays him. And now they have no choice. But speaking of James Robinson, I went to Ross the other day. And sometimes they got NFL shit, so I like to, meander through the, men's section, see what they got. I've found there's an Edelman jersey there one time. It was like a fucking 5X, but it was an Edelman jersey for like $25. Like, damn, dude, this is a steal. Anyway, I'm going through the men's section at Ross and a fucking James Robinson jersey for $21. $21 for a James Robinson jersey. I mean, it was his old number. He's 25 now,
Yeah.
but it was 30. But still, he's a current player on the Jaguars, and his jersey's getting sold for fucking $20 at Ross. I should have bought it. Could
Sold
have
it to
done
a
a
Jags fan.
giveaway. Could have done a giveaway. Fuck,
Yeah,
man.
actually, you know what? That's a good point, guys. Yeah, we'll take a break for a second. Not an actual break, but just to remind you, we're on Spotify, Anchor, Twitch, and YouTube. All the links for those are on the info section of whatever platform you're listening to us on. And we also have a community Discord, which is also in the info section. If you go to the Twitch page, it's in the about section. And if you have any questions, join when we're live on Twitch and ask them. But yes, and Tyler and I were talking about doing a giveaway. So we need it. So you have to be in the Discord to be entered. We're not giving out any information yet. It's not something that's set in stone, but if you're interested, you're gonna have to join the Discord. So join the Discord.
Yeah, I mean, we really got to figure out all the logistics on how we would want to do that. But really, I mean, we got to know what to give away.
Right, and it'll either be a jersey or a We Know Football hoodie or a T-shirt or something
Yeah.
like that.
But, join the Discord, join all the socials and shit.
And you'll find out.
Tune in. You can give us ideas. What do you want? What do you want for free? So,
Right. Tell your friends about the podcast. We're not gonna do this giveaway until we have at least 10 people in the Discord.
yeah. Yeah, there's no point otherwise. But yeah, I should have bought that. Could have fucking just hung it up and waited.
Yeah.
Anyway, but what about the Chargers?
I mean, I'm not like if there's a guy I'm hitting the panic button on, it's Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
Still too early for me though. They'll be
I,
fine.
yeah, I mean, Herbert was hurt. He's got to get his ribs right. Keenan Allen's hurt. The Chargers will be fine. But credit to the fucking Jaguars, man.
Yeah, that team looks good. It's gonna be a exciting team to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
Bengals, Jets.
Another shitty game.
Jamar Chase didn't really do shit.
Nope.
He didn't catch a touchdown. I mean, that his performance was fucking awful.
Really bad. T. Higgins was playing good until they tried to take his head off. He got a concussion again, probably. other Joe Mixon did nothing, put up like 6 points. I don't know. I mean, that's it. Nobody did anything in this game. The
No.
Bengals finally got on the right track. I mean, they got a win. They didn't look like dominant by any means, but I
Garrett
mean,
Wilson had 12 points.
yeah. So that's probably the best player of the game.
Yeah, pretty much, other
Other
than
than
Burrow.
yeah, Burrow. I think Higgins might have had like 14 till he got hurt. But ain't much to say. Boring game. The Jets still suck. The Bengals are kind of getting it together. I would have liked to see them dominate a little more than they did.
You feel
But
better about the Bengals or the Broncos right now?
mm, honestly, damn. I probably feel better about the Broncos.
Really? I feel better about the Bengals.
Well, I mean, the thing is, that the Broncos, I feel like they can get their offense going. The problem with the Bengals is their O line still sucks. Burrow's still running for his life. So I think it's more likely that the Broncos figure out how to play offense with a top 10 quarterback in the league than it is for the Bengals to wake up tomorrow and have a fucking good O line.
Right. Yeah, I get that.
So, but Thursday night, Bengals fucking Dolphins. Hopefully I get to see it. Hopefully I got power Thursday night. But that should be a good
You better
game.
get that phone charged so
You
that you
got
can
that
watch
right.
on your phone.
I'm gonna have this fucking computer charged. I gotta have everything charged.
All right. Eagles and Commanders.
Another shitty game, man.
I know,
Fucking
what the fuck?
terrible. It ain't much to say. Not a single player did anything for Washington. Fuck Carson Wentz. Well, all right, I take that back. Terry McLaurin had 16, I think.
Curtis Samuel had about 13 or so.
Nothing crazy. Uh, Jalen Hurts is fucking balling out. Devontae Smith. Hey, I told you guys about Jalen Hurts, all right? I was right on that. Devontae Smith looked really good.
Yeah, he did. And then that's who I'm thinking about starting over DK this week.
Who the Eagles got this week?
Looking it up. The Jags.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would start him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what A.J. Brown put up.
Not as much as Devontae Smith.
No. He was just on another level. But Jalen Hurts, is he at the top of the MVP list now?
Lamar.
Fair. Fair enough.
Lamar's different.
Fuck Lamar. He sucks.
ESPN has Curtis Samuel higher projection this week than Terry McLaurin.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, who's Washington got?
Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay. Hopefully they get it all back on track, man.
I mean, I have
But
Curtis Samuel in 2 leagues. I only got Terry in one. So, in the league that I have McLaurin in, I have Samuel. So, if they
yeah,
want to keep throwing to Curtis Samuel, I'm fine with it.
no, I'm fine with that too. Yeah, because I only have McLaurin in the trade league, and I haven't been starting him anyway.
Right.
I don't really give a fuck. But I mean Curtis Samuel. I mean he's kind of deserves to be getting more love than Terry McLaurin based on the first 3 weeks.
Definitely. I mean, obviously, the tougher corner is going to be on McLaurin, but we'll see from here on out.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, Eagles killed him.
yeah, just an
It's
ass whooping.
really, it's really not a surprise. So, I mean, the performances you saw from Hurts and Smith, I wouldn't be expecting that every week. But obviously, they still looked good.
Yeah,
And
they're for real.
Washington looked like shit. But I'm expecting better performances from Wentz and Smith, or sorry, Wentz, Samuel, and McLaurin in the future. Not the weeks that Wentz had the first 3 weeks, but it's not out of the question. He's still QB6.
Yeah.
No panic button, right?
No. No, not on anybody.
Bills Dolphins.
Pretty good game. Pretty wild. Tua got knocked out, and or he was drinking too many beers on the sideline or something. That motherfucker was stumbling.
The
But
NFL's investigating that their protocol.
I mean, as they should. I mean, I think it's kind of asinine that he comes back into the game in the second half and they say, "Oh, he was only shaking his head and fucking stumbling over his 2 feet because of a lower back injury. It messed with his balance." I mean, can you come up with a better excuse than that? I mean, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, how about you just say we went through the protocol, he felt better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was stupid.
But I mean, the Tua hype train is getting fucking ridiculous. They didn't win this game because Tua played good. They won this game because the Bills played like shit. The Bills were tired. Stephon Diggs was on the sideline for like half the game with cramps. Dawson Knox was on the sideline with cramps. Isaiah McKenzie was on the sideline with cramps. It was fucking hot in Miami. Josh Allen threw the ball like 60 times. That is good. If the Bills don't win the Super Bowl, the reason that they won't is because they can't run the fucking ball. And they abandon it like immediately. The game was close. They could have ran the ball, but they
Yeah,
just go away from it, man.
that's a good point. Diggs kind of came down to earth a little bit, and so did Tyreek and Waddle. I mean, just a close game. No really blowout performances. And Miami and Philly are the only two teams in the league that are 3-0.
Yeah. Just like a tip it's what you would expect out of a divisional game between two good teams.
Right.
If that game is played in Buffalo, somebody calling me, school board. Maybe we don't have to work tomorrow. Anyway, if if that game is played in Buffalo, the Bills are winning. Also, the fact that the Bills they didn't have their entire secondary. Both safeties are out. They lose Micah Hyde for the whole year. Both their starting corners were gone, and it was still a close game. So enough with the Tua shit, man. This guy is not. He's not top tier. I see these things online. They say, "Who would you rather start your team with? Tua, Herbert, or Burrow?" Uh, Tua's not even in the same fucking world.
Those are
I
the
mean,
same
not even
people.
close.
Those are the same people that when the Browns were really bad used to say who would win, the Browns or Alabama.
Exactly.
It's like, dude, um, the Browns. You're talking about a professional football team versus Alabama, a
Yeah,
fucking college team that has the best recruits, and that's why they dominate everybody else in college football.
exactly.
Yo, the Browns, like they would work Alabama, and we're talking
Yeah.
about 5 years ago when this was actually a thing. I can confidently say that Alabama probably wouldn't score once.
Yeah, no, probably.
But yeah, those are the same kind of people.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, who comes up with the fucking shit, man? Tua, Burrow, or Herbert? Okay, I get it. They were in the same draft. Were they in the same? Yeah, they were in the same draft, those three.
Yeah.
But Tua's not in the conversation at all.
No.
No,
Not even a little bit.
not even close. But he has one good game. He throws for 6 touchdowns, and holy fuck, here we go. No, pump the brakes.
Yeah. All right, Titans Raiders.
The Titans showed life after we basically both wrote them off last week.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry finally played good. Uh, it's more about the Raiders though. The Raiders are a talented team and they're just not showing anything.
Yeah, they look awful. They look
Devon
bad.
Devontae Adams isn't really doing much. Darren Waller isn't lighting the world on fire. Nobody's really doing anything.
No,
And yeah, I mean the Titans fucking punched him in the mouth.
kind of just a shit fantasy game unless you had Derrick Henry.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I started Derek Carr. He did all right, but he's QB 12, I think, right now, which
Really,
really isn't that bad.
it's all right. But yeah, I mean, pretty disappointing if you didn't have Henry.
Yeah, and which I was fucking ecstatic. I have him
I
in
bet you
two
were.
leagues.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, nothing really to get into. Better days for Adams. Hopefully, consistent days for Henry. Nothing really crazy about this game at all.
yeah, kind of shitty.
I'll let you take the next one. I think you know
Oh
why.
boy, we got the Pats game, huh?
We do.
Well, well, the Patriots season is officially over. Week 3, the season is done. I didn't think we had really a chance in hell of beating the Ravens, and we were in it, man. We were in it to the end. 5 minutes left in the game. Driving down the field, we got a chance to win. Fucking guy fumbles the ball. Just Mac Mac was making plays downfield, playing pretty good, but he just had brutal fucking interceptions. The interception he threw in the end zone was fucking terrible. Throwing off his back foot, just winging it, intercepted. What the fuck? I thought that was the end of the game. Nope, end up getting the ball back. Here we go, got a chance again. And like I said, Aguilar fumbles the ball. But I mean, the problem is that Mac Jones got hurt on the last play. Roughing the passer that wasn't called. I mean, the fucking hit was way late. I don't care what anybody says. Way late. And he rolls up on the guy's ankle and he has to fucking hip hop off the fucking side, off to the sideline. And I don't know if you saw the pictures and stuff from after the game.
I didn't.
That dude was in agonizing pain. Like screaming. They had videos of him. They were like carrying him down the stairs to get to the locker room, and he was fucking screaming.
That sucks, dude.
He's got a high ankle sprain, which they say usually you're out like 4 to 6 weeks, I think they said. He might have to get surgery on it. But yeah, I mean, the season's over. Mac Jones, he's going to miss games. It sucks too, because I mean, even if we play like shit with him, he's still getting chances to develop. And you can
Right.
see him developing. Like he was making throws downfield. He looked good. The only problem, he was pushing it to Devontae Parker a little too much because Devontae Parker finally had a good game. He had to. We had no Jacoby Myers.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, we got the Packers this week, and we'll be starting fucking Brian Hoyer. We're gonna get our ass beat.
I don't know. You'd be surprised. I feel
Uh,
like you guys have a chance.
I don't know about that. Brian Hoyer sucks. We're
I'm
gonna
taking
run
you
the
guys.
ball. We're running the ball 60 times.
Good.
Yeah, well, I've got Damian Harris.
Yeah. Lamar, another good game. Bateman, I don't know his stats off the top of my head. I know Duvernay had a touchdown.
It was just a Mark Andrews game. We
Yeah,
couldn't
Mark
stop him.
Andrews. Dobbins didn't do anything. It's his first game back, but it was good to see him get out there. I mean, from a
Yeah.
fantasy perspective. Yeah, Devontae Parker, a good game. Mac Jones was having a good game until he got hurt. Well, I mean, he got hurt at the end, but he played well. I mean, you can't trust any of the Pats receivers really fantasy wise, except for Jacoby Myers.
You can't really trust any Patriots player that much.
Yeah, I mean, Ramondre Stevenson had a good fantasy game.
Yeah, finally. It's just, I mean, that's split. It's almost split down the middle, those two.
Right.
So you can't start either one with confidence.
I hear you.
But
You guys were in it, though.
yeah, I mean, I really thought we were going to win. I know you look at the stats and like Lamar threw a bunch of touchdowns. He had 5 touchdowns throwing and passing, or throwing and passing. That's the same thing. Throwing and running. But I mean, honestly, I feel like we played pretty good against them. Defense played all right.
Yeah.
And like we had a chance to win. We had multiple chances to win the game and we just blew it. And then just the, you know, cherry on the shit cake is he gets fucking hurt.
Sucks. Hopefully he's back sooner than they think.
Yeah.
Chiefs Colts.
Shocker.
I didn't see that coming. We both took the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And I've been forgetting to say who we took at the end of each matchup, but
Yeah. I
Tyler got
mean,
9 right, I got 7 right.
yeah, you went 7-9. I went 9-7. But I don't know. The Chiefs didn't look that great. They went for like a fake field goal at one point. That didn't make any sense. The Colts didn't necessarily look very good, but they just found a way to win. It was more just the Chiefs kind of looked like shit. Mahomes was arguing with the offensive coordinator on the sideline.
Yep.
Uh, got my dogs going. Um, yeah, I don't know. Just a shocker.
Yeah, Chiefs will bounce back. Maybe this gives some motivation to the Colts because they have a talented roster. They should be winning games. But I mean, now we look back in that Jaguars loss. I mean, obviously they got blown out, but now it looks more like they lost to a good team rather than a bad team. So yeah, nothing really from that game. I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, fuck him because I didn't want anything to do with him.
Yeah, still looking good somehow.
I know. I guess good for him.
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever.
whatever. Yeah, fuck you. I was still so high on him.
Yep. That's a
But
segment we're gonna cover. Sell high, buy low. Just shortly we'll run over our picks for the week next for this coming week, and then we'll get into some guys that you should be looking to pick up and some guys you should be looking to dump off, and some waivers too. Saints Panthers. Man, these games all sucked.
fucking
I'm
terrible.
just looking at these games like they suck.
Pretty much the only good game was the Bills game. The Pats game was all right, but yeah. What was it? Saints Panthers?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember seeing that game. Chris Olave played good. I know that.
Yeah. He
He had like
shredded it.
150 yards or something.
He
And
shredded.
I mean, that's it. Are we sounding the alarm on Kamara? Because I am.
You are?
I am, dude. I'm fucking. Thank God I only have him in the trade league. So whatever it is, what it is. But the dude ain't doing anything, man. And I saw him. The one play I do remember from that game on Red Zone, he they handed it to him, and he just looked scared as fuck to run the ball. Like he was so hesitant to make any contact or try to make any move to gain yards. He pretty much just got the ball, rolled over, and died right on the field.
Dude,
Died.
he's not even a running back though. Like he is, and when I say that, it's like those when he was a fantasy monster, it was dump off passes from Drew Brees.
Yeah.
He doesn't run through tackles.
No.
He runs around tackles. Like he's not even a good running back.
I
Like
think.
strictly running back.
Yeah. I think that Sean Payton, he knew how to use him. He knew how to utilize him just like every other fucking player he knows how to utilize. And I think that might be hurting him a little bit, not having him around.
Different quarterback, different offense.
Yeah.
He'll be an RB2 next year.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm totally sounding the alarm on him. Not doing anything. No signs of life at all.
Is that the
I'm more
first official
confident.
sound the alarm?
I think that's, yeah,
The first official one?
yeah,
Because we talked about some players, but
yeah, no, that's official. I have more confidence in Ezekiel Elliott than Elvin Kamara at this point.
it's funny you say that because that's exactly who I was thinking about.
Really.
Yeah.
But yeah, Michael Thomas, I don't think he did much.
Chris Olave had a good game. Christian McCaffrey had a whatever game. I mean, good fantasy points. Like, I mean, I listened to Fantasy Life, the ESPN podcast, and like last week they were saying like you are getting good production out of McCaffrey. We just need to come to the realization that he is not the same utilized player that he used to be. You're not going to get 27 points out of him a week, but he's giving you 15 points a week, which is like more than enough to ask for. So
Yeah.
you kind of like he's doing well. You just need to adjust your expectations, which
Yeah,
is a good
no,
point.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, he's playing all right. DJ Moore's been a disappointment. I'm not sounding the alarm on him yet, but they need to get him more involved.
So Christian McCaffrey had 13.5, and he had 108 yards rushing. Think about if he gets in the end zone. So far this year, 15.7, 16.8, 13.5.
Yeah, I mean, not bad.
He's running back 11.
Yeah.
Not bad at
They
all.
could they could also be using him more.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, I mean that also plays into it.
And that could come in the future.
That coach needs to get fired. I think he saved his job winning that game. If he'd have lost, I think we'd be talking about him getting shit canned right now.
Should have kept Rivera.
Definitely.
All right, two more to cover. Texans, Bears.
Not a bad game, but just like a boring game, just a game that nobody really gives a fuck about. Damian Pierce finally had his breakout game. The
Brandon Cooks
Bears
didn't do shit.
didn't do anything.
Darnell Mooney
Basically,
didn't do shit.
Damian Pierce was, oh no, Khalil Herbert had a good game.
He was fucking killing it.
If he's available in any of your leagues, you have to get him. But the Bears have only completed 23 passes in 3 games. It's fucking pathetic. But I don't know. I mean, pretty good game, I guess. I mean, it came down to the end, game-winning field goal. But
Yeah.
like, who cares? It's Davis Mills versus Justin Fields. Big fucking deal.
The Bears are 2-1, and they've only thrown 23 passes.
Yeah, crazy.
Nice. That shit ain't real. Sound the alarm on the Bears.
Big time. That's a fraud team right there.
All right, Steelers, Browns. It was the first game of the week, and it's the last game we're going to talk about.
Actually, pretty good game. Not bad.
Nick Chubb's a monster.
Oh man, he's so underrated. We were talking about that. He's so fucking talented. You watch him run, and he had something crazy. Like he had 115 yards rushing, and like 105 of it came after contact. He just makes people miss, man, and or
Dude,
fucking
his
bulldozes them.
dude, his legs are like fucking cement blocks that fucking just run through people.
Yeah, man, he was playing really good. And Jacoby Brissett, man, I mean, honestly, he's not bad. Like he can manage a game and get you some wins.
Yeah, fuck David Njoku.
Oh yeah, he blew up
Started
finally.
him week 1, had like 1.8 points. What do you have, like 24 this week? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Fucking like 9 catches.
Deontay Johnson, he had like a 14 or 16.4, I believe. I
Yeah,
mean, like, that dude gets so many targets. It's fucking insane. He's going to get in the end zone. Like,
yeah.
he's consistent.
I mean, just the team needs to fucking get in the end zone. They're struggling, man. And there's a lot of talk that It's time. Mitch Trubisky, not the guy, obviously. Let's get Kenny Pickett in there and see what he can do. I
Right.
don't know if that's going to happen or not, but Najee Harris finally had a touchdown. He played all right. Amari
He only had
Cooper.
like 12 fantasy points.
Amari Cooper. Looking like a guy that we kind of whiffed on big time.
Yeah, I'm with you there. He's looking good.
Yeah. But yeah, not a bad game. I mean, the Browns, they're a lot better than I thought they were going to be with Jacoby Brissett. They have a good team.
We'll see if they can keep it up, but yeah, they do have a good team. They have a good
Yeah.
defense. Oh, Miles Garrett got in that car accident.
Yeah, just about to say that.
His status is to be determined for Sunday.
Yeah,
Hopefully he's okay.
he sprained his shoulder or something. I saw it before we got on here. But,
We'll
hmm,
see. All right. Did you have anything else for that game?
that's it.
On to the picks for the week.
Okay, let me get the old schedule out here. See what we got cooking up.
You can read those games off.
Week 4, starting Thursday night. Like I said, hopefully I got power because that'll be a damn shame if I don't. Dolphins Bengals
Damn,
playing in.
that's a tough one.
It is. I mean, the Bengals are at home. Let me just say, dude, I really like Prime Video and
Yeah.
their coverage. I really like it. Anyway, that's a tough game. I'm going
Shit.
Bengals. I'm going Bengals.
Damn, dude, this one's tough. What the hell?
Yeah, starting it off with a ripper. My brain tells me that the Dolphins are going to win, but like my gut, my heart is telling me the Bengals.
Damn. I'm gonna go Dolphins.
There we go. All right. Game 2. Patriots at Lambeau facing off the Packers. Big quarterback matchup. Brian Hoyer versus Aaron Rodgers. Ooh,
Taking the Pats.
really?
Yep.
Okay. I'm taking the Packers because I know what our team is, and we're going to get fucking killed probably.
I hope you don't.
Hmm. Vikings versus the Saints. Taking the Vikings easily.
Vikings.
The Saints have been pretty disappointing. I mean, I didn't think they were going to like set the world on fire, but I mean, goddamn, I thought they could at least beat the Panthers.
Right. Yeah.
Browns Falcons, kind of a tough game.
Browns.
Same. Commanders Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Cowboys. Dak Prescott said that he might be coming back soon.
Think he'll be back week 5.
So do I. Seahawks Lions.
Lions.
Same. Uh, Titans Colts.
Colts.
Yeah, definitely taking the Colts. Oh boy. Bears Giants. The battle of the two fraud teams.
Giants.
I'm going Bears. We got some big time ruckus going on. Jaguars Eagles. Honestly, it might be a pretty good game.
I'm taking the Jags.
Taking the Eagles. Jets Steelers. Battle of the shitty teams. I think Zach Wilson's back this week though. Taking the Jets.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Jets too.
Uh wow, this is a good matchup right here. Bills Ravens.
Ravens.
Bills. They're gonna bounce back. Chargers Texans. This really depends on what the fuck is Herbert doing.
I'm gonna take the Chargers.
I take the Texans. Let's see what else we got here. Cardinals, Panthers. Wow, really awesome game there.
Cardinals.
Sam. Damn. Uh, Broncos, Raiders.
Damn, are the Raiders going to get their first win, or where is it? Where's the game?
It is in Vegas.
I'm going Raiders.
I'm going Broncos. And the Sunday night game, the Chiefs in Tampa. I don't know if that's going to happen. It might be playing in Miami.
Well, I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
So am I.
I don't care where they're playing.
And the Monday night game, Rams, Niners. Taking the Rams.
Damn. Yeah, I'll go Rams.
Oh, there we go. Tune in next week. See how shitty we did.
All right, so Tyler, who are some guys you are looking at on waivers this week, or suggest people to look at on waivers?
Well, not really anybody. I mean, if the guys you have to look for is just guys, you got to see if they're available or not. Chances are they're not. But if they are, you need to pick them up. Jamal Williams, Khalil Herbert, and Alexander Madison. Those are my three. As far as anybody else goes, I don't really know who there is that would be a big waiver guy right now.
Now, if somehow Chris Olave is still out there and
Yeah.
Romeo Dobbs,
Yeah.
but yeah, Jamal Williams and Khalil Herbert, and if you're looking for a quarterback, Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson,
I didn't even think about Zach Wilson. Yeah.
and Goff if he's still out there.
Yeah.
I don't think Damian Pierce is unrostered.
He shouldn't be.
I think if you pick up Madison, I mean, just remember you're wasting a waiver claim on a guy who's not going to start this week. So I mean, like, tread carefully.
Yeah.
If you don't care about burning the waiver, then go for it.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, there's not any huge waiver guys this week, but definitely those quarterbacks that I named. If you're looking for one, it's not a bad option for you.
It's been pretty lame duck season in terms of waivers. Pretty much the only like big one was Curtis Samuel, Gerald Everett,
Yeah,
Jahan Dotson. Other than that,
not really much.
not much going on.
All right, who are we selling high on?
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I don't have him, but absolutely Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I would sell high on. Now, I don't think you have to sell him, but Derrick Henry, after he had this big week, if you can get, like, if you're looking for a top tier receiver or just a running back that you think will be more consistent, now's the time to sell. Sell high on Derrick Henry. You can try to buy low on Justin Jefferson after the 2 dud weeks and
Yeah.
Devontae Adams. I'm thinking you can buy low on James Conner.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you could definitely get him.
But other than that, I mean, off the top of my head, maybe Gabe Davis.
Yeah. That'd be a good one. He'll
Who can
get
you
it
sell
together.
high? Who can you sell high on here?
I don't know. That's what I was kind of thinking. I mean, maybe Zeke. I mean, he didn't have like a killer game, but you might be able to convince somebody just based off the name.
Buy low
Maybe you
on
could,
Pollard.
yeah. Definitely Devontae Adams is a good one because I'm sure there's a lot of Devontae Adams owners that are kind of scared right now.
Right.
Um, Sell high candidate Marquise Brown finally
Yeah.
had a good game. Get rid of him. Trying
Sell
to
high
think
on
of
Adam Thielen.
yeah, yeah. If you get somebody to take him, I'm trying to think of some tight ends. Um, Not really anybody. Well, you could probably buy low on George Kittle if you want.
Yeah. True.
Waller. There's not really anybody to sell high on, I don't think.
No. I mean, tight ends are always going to be like that.
Yeah. Hmm.
We got to start getting together a sit 'em start 'em list
Yeah, we need to start doing that.
for next episode. We'll get
Yeah.
that. We'll get that coming to you guys next episode. But yeah, let me take a just a look through.
Yeah, look at these leagues. What we got? You can buy low on Jamar Chase, DJ Moore, maybe sell high on Ramondre Stevenson,
Yep, that's a good one.
Leonard Fournette, buy low on him,
Absolutely. I'm telling you guys, go out and get some Fournette.
big time. Sell high on Antonio Gibson. Robinson will come back eventually.
Buy low on Debo as well.
Yep.
Sell high on Devontae Smith.
Yep.
I'm not saying you got to get rid of him, but
Yeah, no, it's just, if you get the right deal. Mm.
and buy low on J.K. Dobbins as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to see a little bit more from him.
Right. I'm saying if you can get him for dirt cheap though.
Yeah, for nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, hmm. Sell high on Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, you might want to hold on to him, but yeah, you could sell high on him if you can get like a really you're getting an upgrade type of guy.
Yeah. Cordell Patterson. Sell high on him. Absolutely.
Think so?
Yeah.
Sell Patterson
Uh,
for Fournette.
that would be really good. Yeah, if you could pull that off, definitely. Uh, hmm. Do you sell high on DK?
If you can get someone that's going to put up more consistent numbers, yeah.
Yeah. And these are the last teams here. Do you buy low on Eckler?
Yep.
Jonathan Taylor hasn't done what we really expected.
Not really.
27 in the first game, 7, and then 12. You might be able to buy low on him if somebody's dumb enough.
I just had a scenario in my head and I can't remember now. Fuck. Are you trading? Are you trading Cordell Patterson for Austin Eckler?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Easily.
Yeah.
Uh, Last one. Sell high on Amari Cooper.
That's a good one right there. It's not going to be
No.
consistent every week.
No. Yeah. That's all I got.
So yeah, I mean we got some decent games coming up this week. Next week, guys, we're going to do a sit 'em start 'em list. We probably should have been doing that from the beginning, but obviously we're new to this and just kind of going week by week. But yeah, like we said, join the Discord. Once we get some people in there, we'll do a giveaway and whatnot. And obviously, we'll have like a sample or like a visual of whatever we're gonna raffle off. I mean, there won't be a buy-in, but when I said raffle off, I mean just display basically, giveaway.
Yeah, no. If we do a giveaway, I'll do a thing on TikTok and you know make it where you have to join the Discord and shit and whatever,
Yep.
and hopefully get a bunch of people and just grow it more. So I mean that's the whole point of a giveaway.
Yeah. And guys, tell your friends about the podcast. Give us some feedback. I mean, join the Discord where we really want to know what you guys think about it and what we can do to improve and some different things that you want to hear because the past few weeks we have been going over pretty much the same things. But, it's information that we're trying to give you guys for a week to week basis. But give us some topics. And, we have had a special guest on. Yes, we've had just one special guest on. I had to think about that. But we're not opposed to people in the Discord wanting to come on for an episode.
Definitely.
But yeah, so as always, we appreciate you guys tuning in. And Tyler, why don't you give us some closing words?
Closing words.
That was really good.
All
All right,
right.
guys. Well, we hope that your fantasy endeavors this week go well, and we will see you next week.
Peace out.